We're here with J.P. Ho this morning, and if you've never been to one of J.P. Ho's shows, you are certainly missing out, especially the Ho 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 Christmas show, which happens at the Park Theater every December. It's one of my favorites every time around the holiday. And you have a new CD coming out, which is very, very exciting. Mannequin, I believe.
Yep.
And the party is May 10th.
Yep.
So what can we expect from the CD release party? Because I know with your shows you have you put a lot of thought into it. There's a lot of themes that go into it, special guests. Is this going to be a straightforward CD release party, or is it going to be something where you're going to walk away going, that was something else?
I hope. I think it's going to be sort of a hybrid of a regular show and the holiday show. We've got the band will at some points equal like 15 people, and we've got a 5 to 6 piece string section, and there'll be some audio visual, but we at the core of it, I wanted to really make sure we focused on the music and make sure that and people remember that that at the end of every single day, JP is just a singer-songwriter.
Singer-songwriter, who has also toured with Jan Arden, I might add.
Yep.
That's a pretty big deal.
That was pretty good. That was an exciting moment of waking up in the bus inside of an arena, and then walking out of the bus and going to a buffet that was already prepared.
That you didn't have to sneak into.
I did, yeah.
Because wow, let me tell you, those are really stressful. I hate doing that.
So that was a good moment, and if you know, it would be. I'll accept getting back there again one day.
Now we'll get into this a little later on.
Yeah.
You're getting married. You're planning a wedding.
Yeah.
How stressful is it to put out a new album and planning a wedding at the same time? You know what? Let's sit on that for a second, and why don't we actually get into some of the new music from the album Mannequin? It's J.P. Ho.
Great. This is a song called Do I Know You, and I believe the end will answer Adam's question. Do I know you very well? Would I want to if they paid me enough and promised I won't go to hell? Your voice, it drowned you out. Father found you when you fell. Mother's bound to keep you tied up, take you back, tuck you into your shell. Don't you want to see highs and lows? Take to flight as the lies grow. I have seen what you have sown. You're a tyrant of nothing much. I believe you need control. Would I walk in to your arms? Would my talking be your alarm that you need, 'cause you need to wake up? Can't you find what you've lost on your own? Right the wrongs that you heeded. I have watched and let you go. I'm not proud of what I've done. I have seen what you have sown. You're a tyrant of nothing much. I believe you need control. Don't you want to see highs and lows? Take to flight as the lies tend to grow. Can't you find what you've lost long ago? Right the wrongs that you heeded. I have watched and let you go. I'm not proud of what I've done. I have seen what you have sown. You're a tyrant of nothing much. I believe you need control. I'm not proud of what I've done. I have seen what you have sown. You're a tyrant of nothing much. I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not proud of what I've done. I'm not proud of what I've done. Another thing is oh, thanks.
Well done, fantastic.
I'm just so that I don't get in trouble. I am proud of what I've done, but planning a wedding and a CD release a year is a terrible, terrible idea.
Now, for those that aren't familiar, your wedding is coming up later on this summer.
Yes.
And with everything that's going on,
Yeah.
which is busy, like, new album coming out.
Yeah.
And you haven't even had time for a social, which is disappointing because, I was looking forward to
I
it.
wanted to see you there.
Well, for a little bit of history, J.P. Ho and I have known each other for years. We used to actually, serve tables at the Keg years and years ago. So you and Lindsay have been together for a very long time.
Yeah.
And this is one of those relationships that has been going on for so long. And I thought, if there's a social, I will be that guy with the ring of tickets around, yelling, "Fixed! Redraw!" There's that guy at every social. Well, actually, I am that guy at
You
every
are
social.
that guy, yeah.
But I was really, really good at putting in a lot of effort for you.
Well, I appreciate the thought, and
Can I just give you $20 for the 50-50 and win 10 back?
yes.
All right.
You can. And
So-
anyone out there, you can also do that.
No social. All right. So not only are you getting ready to release the album on May 10th, we got the big
Yeah.
party. We have the wedding coming up, but you're also going out on tour?
Yeah, I've decided that instead of doing wedding duties, I will head out next Monday night. We head out to Victoria, and then I'll head down to LA, and then meet back with the band, and then we'll go from Winnipeg out to Charlottetown, and then come back just in time for a bachelor party in Las Vegas, but then I'm free July 1st.
When are you going to Las Vegas?
June 21st. So whoever wants to come is welcome. Are you going to be there?
I actually am.
Okay.
Yes!
Wow. So this is going to be a good
And
time.
and a lot of people are probably thinking, oh, he's just pandering to the conversation. No, this is like truth. Oh, pinky swear on that right now.
Man.
This is
trouble.
This is turning out to be the best day ever.
Well, hey, you know what we could do though? We could just assume that this CD release show is like a social, but with possibly better music. There will be no chicken dance or there will be no.
Will you play Bob Seger covers for me?
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, well.
And girls just want to have fun.
Oh, that's mandatory, I believe now.
All right, so let's talk a little bit more about the album itself.
Yeah.
Now, I have all your albums.
Yeah.
And I certainly, and I'm not a music critic, but I'm a music fan.
Right.
And I've loved your music and the way that over the years it's become, I would say a little bit more, would you agree with the term assessment complex?
Yes.
Like it's, you're certainly growing.
Yeah.
So at what point in your growth would you say you're at right now with this new album, Mannequin?
Well, while we were in the studio last year, as we were recording songs, I started to, for the first time, I think, really reflect on the last 10 years of learning what is it that I'm doing? Is this just for fun? And the last 3 years have been permanent, like full-time, just music. And I think I realized that I have improved. At least I really hope I've improved as a songwriter. And so this record is exciting for me because I believe it's a new level as far as my abilities are concerned, and for me it feels sort of like kind of like a graduation of, since there's no real school of how to do this, everything up to this point was learning the business, was learning how to write songs, was learning how to be a traveling musician, and now I feel like I've got all these tools, and I'm just terribly eager to sort of put them to the best use possible.
Whip out the toolbox and
I'm gonna
give it a shake.
I'm gonna pull out my home hardware belt.
Well, would you say, now you're saying for the last 3 years that you've been focused solely on music, without any other distractions, would you say that has attributed to a tremendous amount of growth? Because you have no other distractions, you don't have to worry about waiting tables,
Right.
you don't have to worry about showing up for
Yeah.
a shift, you don't have to worry about, if you're gonna, if you have a gig, someone to do that for you and all that stuff. Would you say that 3 years concentrating has probably been the best thing that's happened?
Yeah, it was terrifying. I would say maybe the 2 years leading up to this past 3 years, I was waiting like one night a week, like Monday nights, and that's only because they're the quietest nights. And I thought maybe I could just get called off, and it was a terrifying leap to make that choice of, all right, let's just try it. And then since doing that, I thought it's funny, I actually thought I'd have more time to write, but all I've done is replace that any other time about worrying about shifts or whatever with the business side of things, and traveling a lot more to showcase and for meetings and sort of the other side of the business. And so in a way, yeah, I've had far more opportunities now to explore this job or this career in its fullest, and yeah, I don't know, it's been terribly interesting and exciting, and I hope I've gained enough knowledge.
Well, we'll talk a little bit more about opportunities in a couple minutes, but
Sure.
I think we'd like to hear another song. You got
Sure.
another one ready for us? Ready to roll?
I got one.
All right, let's press play.
This one's for anybody out there who joined a cult, and I assume this is what you wrote down in your journal. When I was 18, nobody loved me. Nobody ever asked for my time. No champagne moments, no love to fly to, and no heat to warm up the family tie. No, no. I hit the forest and found a castle. I met the others who were empty like me. A hand had touched me, a word so freeing, and all thoughts of home now were taking their leave. Oh, how did I learn to let you go? How did I learn to let you go? We spend our seconds dreaming illusions, and I'd pay those fees each and every night. I heard them whisper about our secrets, and I know they judged every action of mine. Oh, how did I learn to let you go? Oh, how did I learn to let you go? And if you die cousin Gina, and I read those letters each and every night. I hear you calling, but I ain't listening. I ain't never coming back to that life. Oh, how did I learn to let you go? Oh, how did I learn to let you go? Oh, how did I learn to let you go? Thanks.
If there's one thing that I've always said is you do have a set of pipes.
Well, thank you. Yeah, I've been lucky that I found. I think it was a Gloria Stefan record when I was 7, and was like, boy, that sounds like a fun thing to do. And since I hadn't gone through the old puberty yet, it was easy to mimic. And,
Nice. Now, with your style of music, it's not like you're playing at like bars every
Right.
Friday, Saturday night. So opportunities here within the city for you to
Yeah.
play. Would you say that there's a lot of opportunities? Maybe not as much in some other cities. Like, where are some of your favorite spots to play? And would you say that there's a lot here in the city?
Well, in town, I made a decision a few years ago to say I want to make sure that every show turns out to be an event, and whether that's like the holiday show or a CD show or just a regular show, I wanted to make sure that it was always full, and I wanted to make sure it was an event, and so I tried to really limit myself to doing maybe 3 shows a year at the West End or at the Park, and then maybe a couple like outdoor festivals around the province, and then around the country or I guess North America. There's lots of great places. It's funny, there's 2 paths right now that a lot of songwriters are taking like simultaneously, and one is doing house concerts, and one is playing like pubs or like small rooms. And the house concert route is incredible because it's one of the safest ways that you can tour, in that you can go with a side person or 2. You go to someone's house, you play for 50 people. They buy CDs, they feed you, you sleep there, they give you breakfast, and maybe they'll pack you a little lunch, and then you're off to the next city 6 hours later, and you repeat, and there's no worry, oh, is this bar gonna, are they gonna scam me somehow? Is anybody gonna show up? It's a perfect little situation. Now, on the other hand, though, there's places like, where I like in Toronto, there's this great little quirky club called the Cameron House that has this great warm vibe to it, that every time I play there, it's just perfect. And or the Black Sheep Inn, which is in Wakefield, Quebec. It's this fantastic venue that is 45 minutes outside of Ottawa, and they do have terrific poutine. So if you are in the area, try the original poutine. It is the best in the country. They've sort of developed this culture of this small like lake town, cottage town, to know that everyone that comes into this room like is going to be like worthwhile coming to, and so they've got this built-in fan base, and it's wonderful. I don't know, I'm open to trying any venue, and this tour will see like some new places and some old, and I hope that the new places are as good as the old ones.
Well, before you head off on the road, we still have the matter of the CD release party, which is this Thursday at the West End Cultural Center.
/ wedding social.
/ wedding social.
Let's just go ahead and put that out
If you
there.
want to put money in J.P. Ho's pocket towards the wedding that's coming up that he didn't get to have a social for, which
No.
I think is a travesty.
It is, especially
in any situation.
especially
And-
from this city.
And I also appreciate the fact that you're showing class and not having the social after.
Has that been
That
done?
has happened. Or the day
For
of.
shame.
Or the day of.
What?
Yeah. I've been to those.
I'm sorry if
Listen,
anyone is
you know what?
offended. I disagree. I agree with you, and I disagree with you.
You have the right to disagree, which is fine. I'm just saying, you know what, good for you. But we'll do it up this Thursday night, West End Cultural Center, the CD release party for Mannequin, and then will you have salami and little cheese cubes?
Okay.
Will you have a deli platter?
You know what? I will give that. If we, here's the deal. If in the next 2 days, if we sell the show out before Thursday, on Thursday, I will pick up cold cuts.
There you go.
Okay, that is a deal.
Thursday night, West End Cultural Center, the CD release party of Mannequin, J.P. Ho. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thanks. You can get tickets at McNally Robinson, Music Trader, Into the Music, the West End, and if you'd like to buy online, ticketbreak.com or .ca.
Well said.
Thanks. Thanks, Adam.